Hello, my name is Kreatya Shannon. Welcome to Virtual World Stories and a series of segments called Unleash Your Creativity. These are designed for any person who considers themselves creative, whether it's creative as a storyteller or expressing yourself and your creativity through building in world. These segments are all going to be focused on how to use concepts relating to meditation and mindfulness in virtual worlds while taking breaks to help keep our creative muscles and our physical muscles fresh, renewed, and alive. A basic concept that we need to talk about before going into anything specific are the ideas of how to properly posture ourselves in the real world while doing any particular exercise, and also introduction to the concept of a basic breathing technique. And that's what this particular video will focus on today. This will also include a quick breakdown of the difference between mindfulness and meditation, which are often used interchangeably, but are not necessarily the same thing. So let's get started. Let's do a breakdown on the difference between meditation and mindfulness. Meditation is a system of practice that is used in many cultures, while mindfulness can be done by anyone, meaning that it is working on being present in the moment. In English culture, meditation has taken on a broader meaning and application to mindfulness, often being used interchangeably. Now in yoga, meditation is seen as the last four limbs of yoga, of which there are 8 collectively. As an RYT 200 certified by Yoga Alliance, I will tend to follow yoga definitions and structure. Now, as far as how your body's positioned in real life while we're doing virtual exercises, here are some pointers that we should keep in mind that I'm going to go over. As to how your avatar is positioned, that can be in any way. For real life, make sure you're seated comfortably in a safe area using mobile or wearing a virtual reality headset, or a straight back chair if you're using your desktop. If you have an audio headset on for mobile or desktop that has a cord, make sure it's set up to not be in your way, or if you have one that's set up differently, just make sure that you can move freely. You can either stand in Tadasana, which is a mountain pose in yoga, or in a cross-legged sitting position as alternate choices if you're using a mobile device, assuming that you are not choosing to be seated in a chair. Now, most common is the box breathing technique. It's simple, can be used, like I said, fairly simply, but be sure to consult your health professional first before trying any program. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for an additional 4. Breathe out slowly for 6 counts. Pause, then repeat. And while you're trying to keep focus, remember it's okay to lose it, but you always come back to the breath to find your rhythm. And as I said, how your avatar is placed is whatever makes you comfortable and in whatever environment makes you comfortable. It allows you to set a serene setting for you to look at should you choose to keep your eyes open. Some people do keep their eyes closed while doing meditation. But ultimately what matters is that you find the relaxation that you need. And if a virtual setting helps you accomplish that, well, it's definitely all the better. It's my hope that by being able to find quiet spaces and take quiet moments as you are in the midst of working on things in virtual worlds, be it building a long project or going between one in-world event to another, that it can help free you from being tied down to constantly focusing on using your body for one particular thing. That's a trap that I personally can often fall into. I find that when I work on making myself able to take some breaks and working that in to think a little better on what I'm doing, sometimes reflect on what I may have missed or what I want to improve. And while it's something that I don't do every day, I strive to do more often and get better as I go along. So as I said, it can just be as simple as breathe in to the count of 4 through your nose. And then holding for the 4 and exhaling to 6. And I'll repeat that. And again. And once more. Some people like to have a bit of structure by setting a start and a stop timer so that they can concentrate on breathing on this kind of a cycle for a period of time and not worry about constantly having to watch the clock to see how long they've been doing it. Others are happy to go just as long as they feel comfortable. So basically, find a rhythm that is most comfortable for you, that helps you unleash your personal creativity and find that you are able to bring out the highest personal potential in yourself. Until next time, thank you. This has been Kreatya Shannon for Virtual World Stories. Unleash your creativity.